Good evening and welcome to NCC News. I am Brashna with your daily sports update. It was a night to remember in Barcelona as fans broke the 23-year-old record of biggest crowd in women's soccer history. The hosts dominated and defeated their arch rivals Real Madrid 5-2 to make their way into the Women's Champions League semi-finals. It was a classic Champions League night that left me well with no nails. The thrilling quarter-final between Real Madrid and Chelsea had kept fans on the edge of their seats throughout the game. Despite losing the match, the home side made it into the semi-finals with 5-4 aggregate score at Santiago Bernabeu earlier today. Some things seem to never change. For instance, Karim Benzema's ruthlessly good form punishing opponents left, right and center. The Frenchman scored yet another hat-trick in the UEFA Champions League to edge Real Madrid ahead in their quarter-final tie against Chelsea 3-1 at Stamford Bridge today.
I'm joined by Brashna in the studio who will tell us about the game.
Well, Maggie, it was a memorable day for women in green. Pakistan surprised everyone when they beat the hosts in a comfortable chase at Seddon Park to mark their first victory this World Cup. It was a busy day in the football world today. Santiago Bernabeu was buzzing bright and white as Real Madrid pulled off one of their greatest comebacks to knock out Paris Saint-Germain from UEFA Champions League. Amid this run of wins, some things have continued to stay the same. For instance, the Brathwaites from Caribbean haunting the English cricket team. West Indies defeated England in the final test to clinch the three-match series 1-0 in Grenada today. It was not a good day for any of the English teams. In the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup final, Australia defeated the defending champions England by 71 runs to lift the trophy for the 7th time in Christchurch today. Well, Real Madrid were not the only Spanish club celebrating. Villarreal continued to surprise the soccer world by knocking the German favourites Bayern Munich out from the tournament with a 2-1 aggregate score at Allianz Arena today. The Yellow Submarines reached the Champions League semi-final for the second time in their history. Well, that was one catchy tune, I must say. Now time for some cricket. Nothing seems to be working for Mumbai Indians as they continue their losing streak in Indian Premier League this season. The five-time champions faced their 5th consecutive loss against Punjab Kings by 12 runs at MCA Stadium in Pune today. As things seem to move slowly in Rawalpindi, they were pretty exciting in Dunedin as West Indies beat the defending champions England for the first time in ICC Women's World Cup. The loud dressing room choruses of Dil Dil Pakistan was heartwarming to see as the team finally ended their painful 18-game losing streak in the ICC Women's World Cup. Over to you, Maggie.
What does this victory mean for Pakistan and how has it affected the West Indies' chances of qualifying for semi-finals?
Well, for Pakistan, it's a huge deal considering the fact that their last World Cup victory came 13 years ago. I do believe it's more of a consolation win, though, as they are still at the bottom of the points table. It's going to take a huge miracle for them to make it to the next stage. But their victory has definitely dented West Indies' chances. While the hosts are currently placed on number 3, they have to fight really hard to maintain that spot, especially with their last game against a top contending team like South Africa. Well, cricket fans in Australia sure had a happy day. That's all from the sports today. We'll be back with news on weather shortly after the break.